It's Sunday, 17th of April 2016. This is Sylvia Shivamurthy and you're listening to the newspaper reviews on www.athavan.com. Let's now look at the paper highlights from today's newspapers. The main highlight in Sunday Times says, "What price bomb after May Day? Low and middle income groups will be worst hit by the government's move to raise value-added tax to 15% from May 2nd. Set to rise are their telephone, water and electricity bills. This is on top of their having to pay more for consumer items, medical bills and even private education. The budget 2016 had proposed a two-band VAT rate 8 and 12.5% instead of a single rate of 11%. This was, however, not implemented. In March, the Cabinet of Ministers accepted a recommendation from Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe to raise it to 15%. This came in the backdrop of deteriorating financial situation. At present, business concerns with a turnover of 3.7 million rupees a quarter are required to pay VAT, but from May 2nd, the ceiling has been lowered to 3 million rupees. Another highlight says, Mittal 65,000 steel houses under fire from Lankan experts. The proposed steel houses for the war-affected have inadequate foundations, insufficient roof support, are at risk of corrosion, are poorly ventilated and have no hearth and chimney, Moratuwa University experts have found after a detailed technical study. The highlight in the middle says, "Hot news. Why you are at fever level." A change in the wind direction over the Indian Ocean, the lack of cloud cover, rising ocean temperatures and position of the sun directly above Sri Lanka have led to some of the hottest days in the country's history. The dry weather is likely to change with the onset of the monsoons in mid-May, but not before that, Meteorological Department Director Sarath Premalal said yesterday. He said the northern and north-central provinces recorded the high temperatures on Friday, with Vaunia blazing to 38.9 Celsius. The other fever level areas included Anuradhapura 37 Celsius, Polonnaruwa 36.9 Celsius, Kurnagala and Ratnapura 36.2 Celsius, and Pothuwil and Mathala 25.2 Celsius. In Nuwara, where tens of thousands of holiday makers gathered to escape the heat, the temperature was 25.4 Celsius in contrast to the average of 18 Celsius during this month. And the highlight at the bottom says, Lankan chefs in mid-air soup, Sri Lankan flight recalled to Singapore. A kitchen blowtorch in the checked-in luggage of a team of Sri Lanka chefs returning after culinary exhibition in Singapore led to the recall of a Sri Lankan airline flight soon after it had taken off from the Changi International Airport on Thursday. The drama unfolded when 5 Sri Lankan chefs were returning to Colombo after they participated in Food Asia 2016, an international exhibition of food and drinks. Let's now look at the paper highlights in Sunday Observer. The top highlight says, Sampur from coal to gas. The government will hold discussions with India and Japan to convert the proposed coal-fired power plant in Sampur from coal to liquefied natural gas due to pressure on the government from energy and environment experts not to go ahead with further coal-fired power plant, according to a top environment ministry source. Another highlight says, Lagala police recover weapons. Police yesterday recovered the T-56 weapon and 5 revolvers reportedly stolen from the Lagala police station on Thursday morning from a temple premises in Lagala. Yesterday, police spokesperson ASP Ruan Gunasekar said. And the highlight in the middle says, Transport back to normal. Transport services will return to normal after the new year. Chairman of the National Transport Commission M.A.P. Hemachandra said transport arrangements for the new year ending on April 25th will continue as planned. And the highlight at the bottom says, DM calls for party unity. Former Prime Minister D.M. Jayaratne said divisions in the SLFP should be eschewed and the party should move forward as a united entity under its leaders. The former Premier said, at present the challenge faced by the SLFP-led UPFA coalition is that all its leaders should unite irrespective of differences. Let's now move to the paper highlights in Ceylon Today. The main highlight in Ceylon Today says, Panama Papers trigger public concern. 5 EU nations to reveal names. Another highlight says, 65,000 housing project in Jaffna. political tug-of-war over houses. The 65,000 housing project is being implemented to uplift the Tamil community socially and economically because they have suffered from the time the war concluded, the Minister of Prison Reforms, Rehabilitation, Resettlement and Hindu Religious Affairs D.M. Swaminathan said in an interview with Ceylon today. There's another highlight which says, "Cop officials in Ganja soup." And the highlight at the middle says, "Naveen dazzles in Tomian win." And the highlight at the bottom says, "What minor parties say doesn't matter." We brought you the paper highlights from today's newspapers and we'll bring you more tomorrow. Thank you.